Hello, and welcome to episode number 2 of Apriem Financial Cents. So recently, our CIO, Benjamin Lau, along with one of our financial analysts, Ahmatovic, gave their 2020 vision, which was a presentation to summarize what happened with markets in 2019 and talk a little bit about what's going on in 2020 and moving forward. Throughout the course of the presentation, our financial analyst, Ahmatovic, gave a very fantastic summary of what is an economic moat. And so I thought that would be a great topic for this episode. Here's Alan. I hope you enjoy.
So what is an economic moat? So an economic moat, so if you refer back to, or you think back to the medieval days, when a lot of the castles that people lived in, they had moats that surrounded them. So the moat was essentially a body of water that protected the castle from invaders coming in and invading the castle. And so just like the moat in the medieval days, we believe that companies, or some companies, have an economic moat. So that's a sustainable competitive advantage that protects them from new competitors coming into the market and stealing their profits, or current competitors taking market share from them. And so we believe that there's 5 primary sources of economic moat, and I've listed them out here on the chart. I'll cover that we believe are very strong. One is brand power, so Coca-Cola. Obviously, it's a very well-known brand that resonates with everybody. Second is intellectual property. So Johnson & Johnson is a great example of that. They have a strong patent base that protects their current pharmaceutical drugs from being copied in the market. And they also have a very robust research and development process that enables them to continue to develop new pharmaceutical drugs over time. And the third I'll cover is cost advantage. And so Lowe's is a very good example of that. Because they're very large and have such great scale, they're able to buy their inventory and their merchandise at a much lower cost than competitors, and then pass that cost savings onto the consumer in the form of lower prices.
All right, so I hope that you enjoyed that. I thought that this was a great summary on economic moat. My thought on it is, what does that mean for me? If I'm an individual investor and I'm thinking about this whole concept of economic moat, why is this so important to me? Well, this represents what we consider to be a durable competitive advantage. Wouldn't you want to, as an investor, especially if you're a retiree, have the security of knowing that business that you have ownership in has some type of a sustainable advantage that keeps competitors out, right? And so that's why we look for companies that have one of those 5 different types of moats. I've had conversations with Alan about this before, and he kind of talks to me about the fact that a lot of companies will have multiple moats within their company. It doesn't have to be just one. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this episode, and we look forward to seeing you back for episode 3.